look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Gamecocks' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Gamecocks about to kick it away and get this season started. He'll bring it out. It's Payne. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The give to the back. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They're coming off an appearance in the national championship game last year, and you know they're looking to get back.
Yeah, they're motivated to take the next step. And, David, they feel like they've upgraded at several key positions this year, hoping that they can take it that one next step and win the Natty this season.
Yeah, it was one thing to get there, but, man, do you get even hungrier when you've got there and you had to watch the other team celebrate. So a good chance to take out some demons, start this year off good, and maybe forget about last year's finish.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Man, what makes this offense so difficult to defend is they've got receivers that have speed and that can separate. On the first drive of the game, they found a soft spot in the middle of the field, and they took advantage.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They make the stop at the 37 getting the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line. So the opening drive of the game, and you spit it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense won.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Through the air, it's Sellers. Using the quick game. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
Look, as an offense, you're always going to take completions with incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that third down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Got his man on the right. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on third down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Moving away from pressure. There he goes. Turning it on. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
From the gun, the ground game. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Keep it on the ground. Fights off the defender. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
And the Gamecocks come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Looking downfield, it's Sellers. He'll try to do it himself. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, it's no wonder this quarterback is getting more and more confident. Not necessarily throwing it, but I think running it. You saw that earlier in this drive, too. On that last play, he's thinking to himself, man, it's been working for me so far. Every time I just tuck it, take off scrambling, something good seems to happen. So that's not going to stop. And I think moving forward, this defense has got to expect him to scramble more often.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Connection to the right.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and 1. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and close.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Looking for the score. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. See what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Crawley.
quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Out of the gun, they give to the back. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Carr. He'll take the deep shot. Makes the grab down the outside. Here he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 7 over Kansas State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Quarterback now breaking the field. He's going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket after that. Excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Harbor. Still running at the 40. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, South Carolina. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the ground with the back. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Nice run there. Doesn't it just feel like Notre Dame football when you see that too? You know, you got touchdown Jesus looking down, and one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to have is big uglies up front, guys pushing the pile, NFL talent on this offensive line, just having their way, making life easy for these running backs. It is a beautiful thing to see.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. He might want another play. To the air, it's Carr. Finds a tight end down the gut. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Love. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running behind that left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Complete to the right. Running free. Lots of running room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This drive will start from the 16-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. He's looking to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking to pass. It's Carr. Unloads it left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Under fire. Throws to the tight end. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, the defense just needs to get the quarterback down. They had a chance for a negative play there. They let him escape. Good news is, though, they were able to cover on the back end and force the incompletion.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They go to the ground. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff unit all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Second half, trying to set the tone with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Dropping back, it's Sellers. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Looking to buy time. Look out, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Harbor. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Now, LaNorris Sellers was sensational down the stretch last season when the Gamecocks won 6 of 7 games. Sellers threw 18 touchdowns, only 3 picks. What would you like to see from him, David, for the Gamecocks to become a force in the SEC?
It's not running, Reese. Like, we saw the physicality in the big runs, like, throughout the season, especially against Clemson.
Turning on the Jets. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
And run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. Scanning the field, it's Sellers. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Harbor. He will not get there. A stop on third down leaves him with a fourth down from the 18-yard line. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger. Out of the end zone. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. This drive will open from the 15. They'll try the run. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the middle. It's caught. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. On 3rd down, going up top. He's got it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Wants to throw. It's Carr. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Ball down at the 7-yard line. A nice return after the pick has him in business.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5, and out of trouble to the 12.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, in that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. There he goes to the right. Inside, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap it off with a play that can build momentum, a 78-yard touchdown pass. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it behind the line. It's Williams. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Notre Dame, 14.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to throw, it's Carr. Here comes the heat. The throw. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle. It's Pauling. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Notre Dame right back to the line.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Shoots it to the left. Can't make the grab, and this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He's got it. First down and more. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, not a space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
What a great play call there on 4th down. You know, they script and practice these all throughout the week. You've got to be able to call something that you know you can run in your sleep. Beautiful execution on that 4th down play for a touchdown.
To attempt the try. And it's up and good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 4 over Kansas State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking for a big play. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Back to throw, it's Carr. The short hands, it's locked. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, they've got a ways to go if they're going to win this game. It's all about getting the drive started. They come away with a positive play to get this thing going. Let's see what they can do now.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. He breaks the tackle. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's falling. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive play.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After the big first down sack, it's second down. To the air, it's Carr. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Got a man in the middle. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. To the air on first down. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He wants it all. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
It just gets in the zone, right? You can't miss. You've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Smart move to keep it on the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
The Gamecocks can really attack on this second and short. Right back to him on the ground. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this 1st down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's 1st down from the 48. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down for this offense. Looking to throw. Under fire. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. down and 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got a chance. He has the first and still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, but that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching.